Hello and welcome to Katrina's Creations. This is episode 125. It has been a busy week for videos and I've got a lot of stuff done. So let's get started. First off, I have a finished object, and I see a spot that I didn't, I thought I hadn't woven end in, but it's a little piece. I have finished my second basket wave. I will roll back here so you can see it. Here it is. And it goes across all the way. So, it's very, very soft, and the teal color in the center here, this is Cloudborn Fibers, or Cloudborn Sock Twist, and then this color here is Sweet Pea, and the colorway is called Ubiquitous, and it was named after a yarn shop up in Pennsylvania. And this is the ball band from the Ubiquitous. It's sweet yarn. So this is extremely soft. And here's the ball band. It's Highland Superwash Sock Twist. And that's what the blue is from. So I just finished the test knit on it, or I just finished the second knit on it. And it is being sent out to the test knitters. I want to say a special thank you to Wanda and to Deborah. I really enjoy it when I can have test knitters who are my viewers on my channel test knit for me, because I feel like you guys are my friends, and it means a lot more to me. My last shawl that I made, the Keeping You in Stitches, was test knit by Monica and Yoka. So it really means a lot, and I get to know you guys better too. So in the process of all of the talking back and forth while you all are test knitting for me. So I wanted to say a special thank you to my test knitters for this project and my prior projects as well. So anyway, my basket wave is done. Here's an up close of what the stitches look like. This is stitch number 5, and it's a little mini cable twist. And these are all different types of basket weave patterns. And that's fuzz on there. And I did quite a bit on this week because where's my stitch marker? I lost my stitch marker. Anyway, I knit like 2 or 3 sections of this week because I wanted to get it finished. So it is all the way done now. And that is my finished object. Then I've been working a lot on the scarf that I'm making for Dave. Not that he's going to be able to use it for this year, because we are officially in spring now. The weather doesn't yet, but we're officially in spring. In fact, if you hear some wind in the background, it's extremely windy upstairs and outside, so it's windy up here. So if you hear the windows rattling and stuff, it's the wind. But I officially finished the first skein of this color is called Mouse, and it was a Knit Crate box a few months ago. So I finished the first skein that was this size, and I'm on to the second. And here is how wide it is now. And this is a linen stitch. If you're interested in the linen stitch, I did a video earlier this week. If you click the little eye up here, it will take you to it, and you can learn how to do the linen stitch. So it goes pretty quick. Once you kind of catch on to it, it's pretty fast. So yeah, that's Dave's project. It'll be for him for next winter at this point. Next, I'm working on the Galaxy Shawl. And here is what it looks like. And it is by Okay, this is the Galaxy Shawl. I cannot find a name on it. If I can track down who did this, I will put it somewhere on the screen here who did it. But it's a free pattern over on Ravelry. And I am making this out of the Hobium yarn. You can see I've made a good dent into it. And I've been working on this quite a bit this week. This one my stitch on, so let me show you where I'm at. Last week I was here. I had knit just a few. And now I have knit up to here. These loopy looking, these are yarn overs on the end here. Those will be picked up and then you knit the body of the shawl. The lace edging is done actually first. And you do 15 of these pointed lace sections right here. So maybe if I hold it here, right now they're curled up, but once I block it, they'll be pulled down. But you can see they kind of form a diamond. There you go. See if I can hold this up so you can kind of get an idea what the pattern looks like. There we go. And like I said, there's 15 points and then another end part to this, and then you knit the body. So that's what I've been taking with me to knit night, which was a bit of a challenge because talking and following a lace pattern, yeah. But I was using a magnetic chart keeper, and so it has a little magnetic bar that you can move down as you complete your row. So that was helpful because otherwise I would have been totally lost. Still messed up a little bit and had to rip back, but it's workable. The next project I have is my sweater. This is the Flax Light by Tin Can Knits, and I am at the part where I'm getting ready to put the ribbing on. Now I know of 2 to 3 other people who are also making this sweater at the same time. I know Diane Luther is making it. I know Charlene Beelman is making it, and I keep thinking there was someone else who told me they were making it. So it is knit from the top down. So here we go. And I am down to the waistband. So I am going to be getting ready to do the ribbing and changing back to a smaller size needle. That is going to be Wednesday's video this week, is going to be showing you how to transfer from this size needle to a smaller needle, because ribbing stitch you do on a little bit smaller needle than your regular stitching, otherwise it'll roll. So I'm going to show you how to transfer, and I'm going to show the rib stitch on the sweater and the cast off for the sweater. And then I will go back, and next week's Wednesday video will show me picking up the stitches on the sleeves and how to do that. So that is a Flax Light tutorial, and that will be up on this coming Wednesday. We had a giveaway this week, and it was a pattern from Annie's Craft Store. And the winner of that was Christy Carlton, and she has already claimed the prize. And so congratulations to Christy. And Annie's is in the process of getting in touch with her and getting that pattern out to her. So she won a copy of the Corner to Corner Cardi. It's a short-sleeved cardigan that is one of their spring collection patterns. So if you haven't checked it out, go over and check out their spring collections, because I told Amy over at Annie's Craft Store, I said I think they were some of the prettier ones I've seen for the different seasons, and a lot of you thought so too. So I told her that, and she said she would get back and share all of your feedback with her group of people. So I said, yeah, we really liked them. So that is my project for my crochet project. So I'm so excited. No, I didn't finish it, but I finished one vein. They call it a vein. I would call it a side. So let me show you what I've gotten done. Here is the fractal. This is the center that you start at. And then this is the first vein. The second one will pick up on this side of the circle, and it actually like spins the opposite. They kind of remind me of a propeller. Now, I did have a viewer ask if I could do a tutorial on this. As much as I would love to, I can't because this is someone's copyrighted pattern. The patterns that I do tutorials for, like the Flax Light and things, are free patterns that anybody can use. But this one is a paid for pattern, so I can't do that without their permission. And, you know, they would want to have some kind of monetary get something back out of it. So anyway, I can't because it's copyrighted. But anyway, this is the fractal. And it looked like it was such a hard doily until I started doing it. And then I realized it really isn't hard at all. And it's very easy. I could actually watch TV and do this at the same time. Yeah. So I will be working on this later because I'm going to get started on the other side of the vein. We're watching Mary Poppins Returns tonight. It just came out on DVD, and I've got it from work, so I'm going to be working on this and watching that tonight. Yes, we have big plans at my home. Yes, Friday nights, it's a wild party time at my house. So, speaking of doilies, we do have a Doily Along going on right now over on Ravelry, and it is running from March 1st until April 30th, and you can enter your doily over on the Ravelry group, which the link is down below, or you can, if you are not part of Ravelry, you can also enter it over on Facebook, which is also down below. Or if you don't do any of those, you can also send me a picture at Katrinascreations@yahoo.com, and you can send me a picture there. Now, I did have a couple of people say, I'm working on a doily, watching you guys, because I've been talking about the Doily Along and showing pictures of some things people have done. They said it's kind of inspired them to pick up doilies that they had started a while back and then sat down and not finished. So, because we're inspiring people, I thought it would be fun to include those people too. So, if you have a doily that you've been working on for a while, as long as you finish the doily during the time of the Doily Along, go ahead and enter it. We're not that picky. We're just happy to see other people making doilies because I think it's kind of a dying art. You don't see people using doilies as much anymore. So if you have got a doily somewhere and you just need to finish it up and you want to join us, go ahead and enter it. It will run through April 30th, and the prize will be drawn from the finished objects, and the prize is a skein of hand-spun silk, and it is a lace weight. So, and that being said, some of you sent me some show and tell pictures this week that had doilies in them, that they were part of the Doily Along. So you will not see those in the show and tell because I'm going to show all of the doilies in the Doily Along video when we get it all finished. So if you did send me a doily picture this week, it won't be in show and tell. It will be in the Doily Along photos at the end of our Doily Along. There is a cute doily, though, I do want to show you. This was a picture. This is not the one she made, but Pam sent me a picture of one she was making. And the picture I'm going to insert is the pattern picture that's actually on the pattern itself. But I just thought it was so cute you guys would enjoy seeing it. It's called Circle of Joy Crinoline Doily. And take a look at it. I just thought it was precious. It looked like little girls in their sunbonnets holding hands and in a circle. And I just thought it was so cute. And I was like, that would be adorable in my granddaughter's room, like on a pillowcase to put it on a pillow, or to starch it really stiff to hang it on a wall like a little wreath. It would just be adorable in a granddaughter's room or any little girl's room. So anyway, thought I would share that one with you because I'd never seen a doily that looked like that. I'm used to seeing ones that look like your traditional doily. So I thought that was kind of fun. Now, the show and tell this week has a few interesting things in it. I was with my department that I work with. The entire library system, there's been groups of ladies getting together and making what's called fidget quilts. Now, a fidget quilt is like a busy mat is for infants, but these are being made, they're about the size of a placemat, and they're being made for people who have Alzheimer's, so that they have something to keep their hands busy. They found that helps them with their concentration and with memory issues. So some of the people in our department got together and we made 14 fidget quilts to put into the pile of ones that are going to be given away to some of the seniors in our county. So I'm going to insert some of those into the show and tell. And also my department supervisor, she is a crocheter as well. So, of course, I had to check out what she was crocheting. And she is making a temperature quilt or temperature afghan for her husband based on the year he was born. So he was born in 1973, and she's gone back using the computer and checked out the temperature for every day of the year that he was born. The afghan she's making is 300 stitches across, and I'm trying to remember if it was single or double crochet. I think it's double crochet or half double crochet. So every day she's adding a 300 stitch row for every day of the year of 1973 based on what the temperature was. And she said she went out and bought 20 different skeins of yarn in different temperatures, like or different colors representing temperatures. Like the cold would be maybe white if it was snowy, gray, I guess, if it was cloudy, red if the temperatures were really hot, yellow if it was sunny and mild. That, for an example, I don't know exactly which one she did for which colors, but anyway, she said she had 20 different ones, and so she was all the way through August when I saw what she had the other day, and it's already about 6 feet long. So anyway, you will see that in the picture too, because I said, I got to take a picture of that. That's interesting. So with that, I am going to roll our show and tell. Now you did see one doily in the show and tell, and that was Beverly's. But Beverly told me that she had made that quite a while ago. It wasn't made or completed during the time of the Doily Along, but she wanted to show it to me since we were all talking about doilies, so she pulled it out so we could see it. So I thought that was really pretty, and it looks like it's maybe table runner, like a long rectangular, and it was a type of a pineapple shawl or pineapple doily scarf type of thing. So anyway, I hope I can get that good one day. I really do. And you guys have been telling me I'm not a beginning crocheter anymore, but when I see some of the projects that you all make, I feel very much like a beginner still. So anyway, that is our information on our Doily Along. Now I'm going to do our product review of the week. The product review of the week this week is going to be crochet hooks. Now I've laid 4 different types of crochet hooks that I own out so that we could talk about different ones. We have a wooden one. Now this one and this one are actually Tunisian crochet hooks, so they do have cables attached. I don't have any regular wooden crochet hooks. These are not all the same size either, but I thought there were some interesting different characteristics that I've learned. Different companies, the hook part, where the neck of the hook, I've noticed that different brands, this is different, and it does play a big part with you crocheting. Some of them are not as deep of a neck right in here, and that can make a big difference. And some of them are a little pointy. It does tend to catch and snag because the point is really sharp here. The good thing with wooden crochet hooks and wooden knitting needles is you can file the edges and smooth them down a little bit if you need to. But this one's a wooden one. It does not have an ergonomic handle. I do like the feel of it, but it also doesn't have, it has just a slight flat area right here for like your thumb. However, I don't hold my crochet hook like this. I hold my crochet hook like I'm holding a pencil. I can do either, but this is more comfortable for me. So I do use it, I guess, a little bit, but not a whole lot. But I do like the feel of a wooden one. Next, we have a plastic one. Now, I have 2 plastic ones. I actually have one that lights up on the end, but I feel like I'm E.T. phoning home every time it lights up. And I don't like the feel of it at all. But this one, this was my first Tunisian hook. And as you can see, it does not have as sharp of an edge right here. I did not like this hook at all. I think I got this off of eBay. It disconnected down here and I taped it together. Just because I was in the middle of a project when it broke. But I don't tend to like plastic knitting needles or plastic crochet hooks because I just find that the texture of them, even though they feel smooth, at least for me, the stitches don't move on it as easy. So it creates a lot of drag and pull, at least for me. Some people love them, but they're not my favorite. Now we're going to move on to the one that I am using to crochet my fractal doily with. I don't like this crochet hook at all. This was in that kit of knitting needles and things that I got from eBay. I'm using a size 2. Now this is the most unique crochet hook I've ever seen because this side has a hook. This is a 1mm and this side is a 2. So I have to be really careful when I'm crocheting that I am using the right side. It is so tiny. I mean, this is a tiny crochet hook. For me, holding it like this, it's not uncomfortable, but I do find that it does do a number on my wrists and on my hands. I tend to have tendinitis in the base of my thumb and into my wrist, and this one, because it's so tiny, where I'm gripping it right here, that it does cause it to flare up. Now the point on this one is okay. It's not bad. I think if it was any more of a point, I would, where this little hook is, I think if it was any more of that with catching the size yarn I'm using, which is a number 10 yarn, I think I would have the yarn get stuck in it or snag in it a lot. But it's not real ergonomically friendly. So that is this one. Now this is my favorite style here, and I have a whole set of these. I just don't have size 2, which is what I had to crochet my fractal in. The second fractal I make, I'm going to be using this one or the next size up. This is a 3mm. I like the size of the neck of the hook on it. I like that it has a rubberized handle and it has a nice definite flat section. So no matter whether you hold it this way or if you hold your crochet hook this way, it's easier on your hands, and it also gives you something to grip so that you don't drop the crochet hook, which this particular one I am dropping constantly. So this is my favorite. I have a whole, like I said, I have a whole set of them. I got them off of eBay. I think there's about 8 in the set, and I paid under $10 for the full set. So, but these are my favorites. There is no name brand on them, but they're my favorites, and they're the most comfortable for me to use. Now it's acquisition time. I got a little shopping done this week. If you remember, I think it was a week or two, maybe it's last week, week before last, I'm not sure, but I showed you this book that I got from the library, and after looking through it and seeing there was a lot of patterns that I liked, I decided to go ahead and order it. I got it off of eBay. It was considered a used book, but I mean, it's in excellent shape. It came from a Goodwill somewhere. I'm not sure where, but the book, the only damage is like right here. This little teeny edge right here. That's the only thing that's wrong with this book. I can live with that because this was a $24 book, I think. Yeah, I think this book was around $24.99. So I paid $6.99 for it. So I can live with that little tab mess up right there for that difference in price. So this came in the mail, so I was really happy about that. And then I did a little yarn shopping. I went to Knit Night, and I am so enjoying the socks that I made a while back that I want to make some more. I wear footsie socks around the house all the time. I don't like socks that go all the way up my leg. I just like them around my ankles, and I wear them like slippers. And so I bought 2 different types of Cascade yarns. This is Cherub Aran yarn. And this one, they were both 55% nylon, 45% acrylic. Thought nylon and acrylic were the same thing. But anyway, they're all artificial products. We'll just say it that way. It is Aran, was extremely soft. And I was very pleasantly surprised because I got up to pay for them and found out they were on sale. There's 240 yards in a 100-gram ball. So this colorway, it doesn't have a name. It's just color number 519. And these are the colors that I always tend to gravitate to. They are teals and blues and purple. And then there's this one, which reminds me of the colors that are in my virus shawl. This is color number 528. And the colors are getting blown out, but it is some grays and kind of a dough brown and like a taupe. Yeah, a taupe. There's a white and a taupe and a gray and kind of a dusty blue. Yeah, there you go. Now you can see it pretty good. So I got 2 of those to make some footsie socks. And then Knit Crate was running a sale. I get Knit Crate once a month, and you've seen my Knit Crate unboxings. But what I have forgotten to tell you about is every month that you get the subscription box, they give you points. They give you what are called stash points. And when you get enough stash points, you can cash them in to buy yarn with. So I had $10 in stash points, and I think I could be totally wrong, but I keep thinking you get somewhere around 25 stash points every month. So I had some extra stash points, and they had this yarn, which I I believe I have 2 other skeins of this someplace. It's called Tapenade or Tapenade. It is in their Dream Base. It's 329 yards or 300 meters in 100 gram. It's merino, silk, and cashmere. It's extremely soft. It is a fingering weight, I believe. Sport weight. It is a sport weight. Sport and fingering are very similar. It is a sport weight yarn, but it's gorgeous. It's different shades of green, and it's beautiful. And like I said, I'm almost positive I have 2 other skeins of this. So that'll give me 3 skeins, and I will put it with something and make something very nice and soft. So this is their Vitalana brand. So yeah, something to be interested with Knit Crate is not only do you get discounted yarn at a decent price, but you also get stash points that you can then cash in. So in our sales this week, we have, this is the last week on my patterns. All of my patterns over on my Ravelry page, that's down below there. In fact, all of the links to all of the sales are down below. This is the last week for sales on my patterns. They are all 20% off. You do need to use the coupon code KC20 to get that 20% off. Annie's is having Aunt Lydia's, which is the doily weight yarn. I have some here. Yes, this is Aunt Lydia's. Now this is size 3. They have the size 3, so it is the heavier. They are selling Aunt Lydia's number 3 crochet thread for $1.99 right now, which is about half of what I paid for this. So they have that on sale. They also have Elizabeth, which is another crochet cotton thread, and it's number 10, which is the thinner, which is what I am making my fractal shawl or fractal doily out of. And it is $2.59. And they also still have all of their spring collection over there that you can check out as well. Bluprint, which is the old Craftsy, has up to 60% off of their kits and supplies, because apparently March is craft month, something like that. So there's lots of sales running on all of my affiliate links. So anyway, they are offering 60% off of their kits and supplies. Consumer Crafts has the rolling cart that I showed a while back that I bought. I think I paid $27 for it. They are selling it for $25 right now. So that's even cheaper than IKEA, and it looks identical to the cart that IKEA sells. So anyway, it is on sale for $25. Create for Less has a whole bunch of Red Heart Classic yarn on sale right now for $2.49, and they offer free shipping on any order over $50. Hobium Yarn is running a 21% off of their baby yarns, and they also have Lamia Fatucia, which is an acrylic yarn, $1.99 a skein, or if you buy a package of 6, they're on sale for $1.79. And their Lamia Merino, which is 100% wool, is on sale for $2.61, or a pack of 5 for $2.35. If you do go through the link through here to get to the Hobium site, it'll say Star of the Month. You want to click the Star of the Month. That's where those 2 yarns are being found. Knit Crate offers 20% off of your first box if you want to. They have, I believe it's 2 different boxes now. They have the membership box, which I get for $24.99. That includes 2 skeins of yarn and patterns, at least 3 patterns. It's usually a crochet pattern, a knit pattern, and there's usually a sock pattern in there as well. And that includes your shipping. And they also have, I think it's a sock box, and I believe it's $20, $19.99, $20. something like that. I will put that, how much it is down here. But anyway, if you want to give them a try, you can, and you can get 20% off your first box, but you do need to use the coupon code KCreations20. Knit Picks is offering 15% off of your order till the end of the month. You do need to use the coupon code MARCH15, and like I said, it's 15% off your entire order. So that's a really good deal. And their yarn of the month that is offered at 20% off is called City Tweed. Leisure Arts has 15% off of yarn and free shipping on $35 or more right now. So they're running a special sale, and they do carry a lot of Red Heart and I believe Vanna's. They carry a lot of different acrylic brands. So anyway, check out Leisure Arts. And then Lion Brand is offering 30% off of their bulky yarns. You do need to use the coupon code BULKY30. Now, I did try to do that earlier this week, and for some reason it did not take my coupon code, so you might want to check that out. If you do it, hopefully it'll work for you. But they're saying it works. It's advertised on their website. So anyway, that is 30% off of their bulky yarns over at Lion Brand with the coupon code BULKY30. So that is the end of our podcast for this week. Thank you so much for watching and coming back each week. And I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead of crafting and creating wonderful things. If you would like to submit them to the show and tell, because we all like to see your projects, you can send them either through Katrina Knits, you can send them through, or you can send them through my Yahoo email, which is katrinascreations@yahoo.com. And either way will work. Just let me know it is for show and tell. So thanks again for watching, everybody, and I will see you on Wednesday.